Okay, so we are bringing you an unboxing of the game Monstrous, the game of mythic mayhem. So, this is the box, nice and fancy. It's got your basic premise on the back, so if that's your deal, it's there. The game is for 2 to 5 players, takes about 30 minutes to play. And here is what you get on the inside. So you get a deck of cards, a bunch of locations, player aids, and god aids. And then punch tokens. And these represent the faith from different cities. And there's 2 sheets of those. Okay. To set up the game, using the rules learning game setup, which is what I recommend if you are going to be doing this for the first time, you are going to take out the city of Corinth, Troy, Sparta, Naxos, and Athens. Return the others to the box. And you're going to set them up in the middle of the play area. And it recommends moving all of your chairs away because this is a card throwing game, not a not a card playing game, but you toss them. If any of you have played Maximum Throwdown, you know what that entails. And then each player gets a set of cards. Cards with the red text on them, such as the Gorgon. Those are trap cards, so when another monster lands on them, bad stuff happens. And regular cards like the Giant and the Pegasus and stuff, those have different abilities for when thrown. So if you hit, let's get this in focus. Oh gosh, come on. So with the there you go. So with the Giant, if you hit the location, you gain the location's faith. And with the Pegasus, if you miss the location, you throw Pegasus again once per turn. So all sorts of different fun stuff. There are also tentacles and Cerberuses and Typhons, and I'm butchering the names of them because why not, and player aids. So these would go on your card to show you what you are playing as and what you what your deck play is and what your abilities are and what different cards do. Okay, so on your turn you would choose, you draw 3 cards from the monster deck and you start playing, and from the edge of the table you throw a card, and based on where that lands, this would be, I would discard any hit monsters and this tentacle. So they would just get, if there was a monster laying here from another player, this would get discarded. That's the game. I know it seems rudimentary and simple, but it is not necessarily a bad thing. We have played a couple games like this that use those types of mechanics and kind of like a take that mechanic, that deal with just throwing a bunch of cards and kind of countering whatever the other player is doing. This game kind of compounds on that. It allows you to really think things out, and rather than using a bunch of different icons like Maximum Throwdown, the cards themselves have what they do on them. So with the dragon, if it hits any monsters, you discard the hit monster, so the dragon kind of knocks them out. And the theme to this one is really good because you are a god who is angry at the mortals of Earth, and your goal is to destroy them and make them pay. So you are sending all of your creatures down to them to kind of mess things up. all in all, the game is not super intense. Doesn't require. There's different modes of difficulty based on the cities that are out and the cards that you are playing with. But overall, 2 playthroughs of this and you'll get it. Fairly cheap game on Kickstarter. Let me pull up the page and I can give you the exact specs. $29 gets you a copy of it, shipped to your house. Is that worth it? Absolutely. Between all of the different playing cards, the locations, and the amount of fun you'll have throwing cards at the table, our Jeff Gum hates dexterity games. Anything that requires you to get up from your seat is an immediate no on his part. If you send us a dexterity game and Jeff is the one that happens to get it for review, you will get a bad review. Unless it involves throwing cards at the table, because he just loves the utter chaos of throwing cards at the table. So this one, it gets a decent, it gets a pass on his part. And any game like it. And I do enjoy it. I like the theme of it. I enjoy what happens when you kind of, it has take that, but it's not super take that. So that's it. If you have any questions, feel free to comment or ask us on our website. But other than that, this has been Sorry Man I Farted Unboxes with Monstrous. Thanks for watching.